Gold gym! Men! Grown men with big dicks in the women's locker room! And that's why I'm getting kicked out, and I want to make sure the girls know! The fuck? Everybody saw that man in the fucking locker room! No one saying shit! And I'm fucking done with it! It's fucking stupid! It's dangerous! Me naked in front of a man without my permission. But I ain't the one who gets kicked out the gym, y'all. I'm terminated for not wanting men in the locker room. And
are you?
Did you tell me or not that women like to see dick?
I'm asking you a fucking question.
Exactly. Get out of the way now. No. Now he knows how to be a man, right? Now he knows how to be a man. Stay out of the women's locker room. We don't want it. He needs to have his gym membership revoked for that shit. And the woman told you. He assaulted me. The girl told already. We already filed reports. No.
That's fine. I want the video.
You can't get rid of me for this. I'm a woman and I have every right to not want a man in the restroom when I'm naked. There are girls naked in there. Look at them walking in there like it's okay. It's not okay.
I understand.
I'm not calling.
Here we go again. Here we go again. What bothers me the most about situations like this is that you kind of are confused and conflicted about how you feel. I'm doing my own research. I have contacted some people because I'm doing my own research on this situation. As I did with the spa from like a few years ago. I think I had posted it on this page. Or on my old channel, I should say. I'm conflicted. Because the information that I'm getting about this masculine black woman is that she's very transphobic. She's extremely transphobic. And I read somewhere that she's also MAGA. And she's an up-and-coming artist that is looking to grow her platform. Do I put it past any MAGA person to stage a stunt? Nope. From everything that I am learning, that person that she saw inside of the women's locker room was also MAGA, and they weren't even a member. And from what I read is that they're questioning how in the hell did that person get in without a membership, and also how was it that every time, because apparently there was 2 incidents where they saw 2 separate quote-unquote trans, or men, as she calls them. And here's the thing. I literally have, like I said, I'm doing my own research, so this is going to be ongoing. And if it comes out that she is lying and or has been paid, because first of all, she's not a popular singer, and how is it that you are in that part of Los Angeles can afford a membership? Like, who's financing and sponsoring your lifestyle? And I think I wouldn't put it past the conservative right. They're not above creating and staging a stunt to distract. Okay? That's all they do. It's stunts. They're stunt queens. They're the party of stunt queens. There, I said it. They are going to use and utilize trans women until they can no longer do so. They're going to use and weaponize the trans issue because they know it's the issue because of the way they painted the narrative. They know that it incites anger amongst Americans. And then they'll forget that their SNAP benefits didn't come. And this is the third and fourth day that they haven't had food. They'll forget it because, oh my God, a man inside the women's back locker room. Now keep in mind, we see videos all the time where some of these hoes inviting men inside not only the women's locker room, women's bathrooms. They're doing all kinds of lewd acts with these men and they're getting off on it. But that's another story. But I feel this way, and this is where I'm going to probably lose some trans people. I have said this for years now to the point where I'm exhausted. I want you to pay attention to how everybody wants to invite everything that's trans. Oh, that's trans. That's a trans woman. That's a trans woman. Everybody's a trans woman now. The gay boys, the cis boys, the white boys, everybody that don't even want to take a hormone is trans now. We have got to put our foot down. This is serious. Because all you trans people that are out here talking about, oh, they're trans too, y'all are quiet. Whenever black trans women, because we're going to always be the ones that are going to be brutalized behind this. We're the ones that are always going to get the short end of the stick behind these white cis men cosplaying as us. The white trans and the Latin trans and the Asian trans, they don't have the problem because their media, their blogs are not reporting this irate, feral Niggra, masculine Niggra, screaming and yelling to the top of her lungs about big penis. Okay? Transphobia does not fucking hit transphobia does not hit non-black trans women in the way that it hits black trans women. Because the black blogs are so low vibrational, so illiterate, so horrible, that's all they're looking for, the sensational. Because they have no substance any other place. Right? To my trans dolls, enough is enough. And I said this 5 years ago. I even said it 7, 8 years ago. I saw where this was going. Because now, the females, and mind you, the females have every right to feel safe in their space. I get it. But now, because they have been complaining for their own reasons, I believe a lot of them really are scared and terrified, and they feel it's a violation, and I get it, and I respect it. Some females just are being evil, and they just want to see trans people vanish. Okay? I get it. They have to be safe. I have to be safe. Because sometimes when I walk into if I walk into a women's bathroom and I see a man come in, I'm going to feel some kind of way. I'm going to be nervous. I'm going to want to reach inside my purse. Okay? I said on one side, I get how the females feel. Okay? I really do. Because even as a trans woman, and I know a lot of my dolls, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Because if you saw a nigga come inside the women's bathroom, what's the first thing you think about? These people are not even transitioning anymore. And they're calling themselves you. They're calling themselves trans. They're using you. They're using what you are to create all of this hysteria, all of this division, all of this fear, so that they can get off and do lewd things inside that women's bathroom, or even harm women or trans women. Wake up. I've been warning people for years. This is not all these fucking big fat nasty trans women that are on. They claim that they're professors in gender politics and they read bell hooks, and so they think they're so fucking smart that they're dumb. I'm starting to really see that there are a lot of trans women that are just ops. Y'all come out here and y'all talk about trans issues. Y'all want to talk about trans stuff. Y'all want to monetize off of trans shit. But you don't. You're trying to lead all of us into a burning building by inviting all of this bullshit. You don't care about trans women. A lot of y'all sit up on y'all platforms calling each other bricks. But they want to say everything is trans. Oh, that's trans. Oh, she's trans, babe. She's trans, babe. Okay? Not a hormone in that body. I can even see if you don't want to take hormones, not everybody can take hormones for medical reasons or whatever. I know that I needed it. But at least I would not feel right going inside any woman's bathroom looking like a nickel. I wouldn't feel right. In fact, even though I might have been passable even before taking hormones decades ago, before I even really technically started my transition, I could easily have gone in and out of women's bathrooms, and I did. Hell, I used to have some of my classmates, female classmates, that I was friends with, like some of my good Judies. We would go to the bathroom together. They would drag me inside the women's bathroom together. But I remember when I made a decision that this is how I was going to live my life full time. This is what I was going to do, and I was going to transition medically. More. I wanted more. I knew that I was cunt before and that I can transition, but I knew that I wanted more. I knew how I wanted to look. I knew how I wanted my body to look. My mind and my peace, the peace that ran through my body would not be on point. It would not be there if I did not transition and change or tweak a few things. And hormones did that for me. Okay? Hormones did that for me. But I remember in the first year, no matter how passable other people thought I was, I had to see it in the mirror. I had to make sure that I was that girl. And I know that I did not want to go into a women's bathroom, no matter how. And I remember I worked at one of the biggest corporations and companies really in the world. And as beautiful as that experience was, it was hard transitioning there. Okay? It was hard. And the thing is that whenever I had to go to a bathroom, I remember that the bathrooms at that corporation was either male or female. And we had two big, humongous buildings, skyscraper buildings, one across the street from each other. And I knew that the other building across the street had gender neutral, they called them handicap bathrooms back then. And it was single, it was just you, it was just your bathroom. And I remember for all those years, not even all those years, because for the first year I did that. And then after a while, all my coworkers, everyone was just like, girl, let's go to the bathroom. I gotta tell you something. Let's go to the bathroom. You know, we would gossip in the bathroom, and we would give each other tea. We would give each other tea about the coworkers, or even some of the business deals that was going on. And girl, guess what's going on? And this is gonna happen, and this is gonna happen, or whatever. But for that first year, when I had to go to the bathroom, I remember leaving and taking that elevator all the way down to the lobby, and then crossing the street and going into the other building that we had, showing them my ID, getting in the elevator, and going up to the 40th floor of that building, and going to their handicap bathroom. And I did that maybe 3, 4, 5 times a day. I would say maybe 4 or 5 times a day. Whenever I had to go, I went there. Thank God I didn't get in trouble. I would never get in trouble. I was grown. But my boss knew that I had to go to the bathroom, and I went. But I say all that to say, I had so much respect for women and for females, and I had so much respect for the idea of womanhood that I did not feel comfortable until I looked like a woman going into that bath. I just did not. It was just, and this is why I don't understand. I do understand it. Now that I think about it, we have gay men, and we have a lot of white straight men. We have a lot of straight men. We have men, cis men. They're entitled. They're privileged. And so the ones that claim that they're trans, whether they are gay or straight, they claim that they're trans. They are like, shit, I'm who I am. I don't need to transition. I could just say that I'm a woman. Okay? I'm entitled. I have that right. I have that power. All I see is a bunch of privileged gay men up in Geesh claiming that they're trans. I see a bunch of white, straight men, privileged again. A lot of times they're MAGA, doing these things. Up in drag, claiming that they're trans. They have been given an excuse by this country to commit these crimes, because all they have to do, most of these men are perverted. That's number one, and they're predators. And so you've given a bunch of predators a costume, if you will, a cosplay, if you will, to commit their crimes. All they have to do now, and I've been saying this, all they have to do now, they don't have to identify as trans. All they have to do is say that they're trans so that they can get access to the women's bathroom. And that's because trans people, we have not defined what that means and what that look like. We don't have the same luxury as cis women. We don't. You gotta look like a woman. I don't care about the women that have facial hair or that are not feminine enough. We can advocate for them as well. But you're not going to drag the trans community down. Okay, because you don't want to transition, or you feel entitled that you don't have to transition. Because what you're doing is you're harming the whole community. And this is my issue with trans people. I see so many of y'all doing your stupid ass fucking videos online and on TikTok. Literally playing into the narratives. The negative, harmful narratives about trans people. Literally playing into it. And you're doing it because you're trying to get famous. You're trying to go viral so that you can make some money. Okay? When these bitches talk about, oh, I'm doing these videos for my community, you're full of shit. You're doing the video so that you can get the clout that your spirit and your narcissism craves. Okay? You don't give a fuck about trans people. You don't give a fuck about trans women. You care about yourself and your bottom line. I'm sick of you trans women really exploiting the community. Telling all of our fucking secrets. Telling all of our fucking business. just so that you can monetize your channel, so that you can become famous. And these are the same bitches. Get a job like I do, okay? Y'all love talking about this one need to get a job, get a job. You get a job, okay? Because you bitches, clearly, y'all love the kid online talking about, oh, this one's a brick, I'm passable, and I'm this one. Passable is as passable does. Passable means you can get up every fucking day and go to a fucking job in Midtown Manhattan, in downtown LA, in downtown Chicago or fucking Atlanta, and be that girl. Okay? You bitches come out here, y'all love sitting, turning up your noses to each other, like you're better than each other, like, oh, I'm the girl in the pictures, and I'm just like, bitch, you're not the girl if you can't motherfucking hold down a fucking 9 to 5 every fucking day and not get clocked, bitch. Don't play with me. Because y'all sit up here and y'all chip away and tear each other down. Like, I'm realer than her. Bitch, most of you bitches aren't even, to me, a real bitch is a real bitch that can get around and navigate in spaces, in public spaces every fucking day, in the daytime. I refuse to allow online bitches to try to make the girls that are actually out here in the trenches every fucking day, navigating through spaces untouched and unclocked, try to make us feel like you're better than us. You're not. Okay? This community is horrible. There's no leadership, and you have a bunch of narcissistic, attention-hungry, clout-chasing fucking ag-fugs pretending and cosplaying to be trans. Okay? To my actual dolls, I love you. We have got to come together. We have got to be a real community, baby. Because this shit is gonna be... These clowns have already given the government and the conservative right so much ammunition against us. They have been able to utilize, they just have been playing in our face. To my trans dolls, my beautiful dolls, I love you, I stand with you, and I fight with you and for you. Okay? Not fight you with you, but I stand with you in fighting. Okay? Because this isn't good. And I've been warning us for years. For those of you that have followed this channel for years, you know I've been telling the truth. I've been warning us for years. This is not good. And it's not good. It's going to get worse. You're going to have actual niggas, straight up niggas. You saw that dude that was, that now these motherfuckers have a whole fucking film crew inside the women's bathroom so that they can be filmed shaving in the women's bathroom. And you know who's going to get blamed? Trans people. Trans women of color specifically. Enough is enough.